Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark, and as I had mentioned in my last video, I had to go ahead and change my travel plans so I could get another day out here at Olympus. This place is just so beautiful, such an amazing layout that I had to come back out and play it again. But we're going to switch things up a little bit. So first time I'd come out, I played the true FPO layout. Yesterday, I played the long tees to the short baskets. And today, we're going to play the full MPO layout. It's over 10,000 feet, big, long course. Never tried like a championship level course before. I've played plenty of courses that are the same things that pros would play, but this one's a little bit different in that this one was set up and designed for and by pros. So we're going to give it a shot today. Not holding out a lot of hope for doing well, but really just kind of want to see, how do I do? I'm going to have a lot of fun. Once again, Kevin gave me free access to the park. Not free in the sense that I didn't pay. I did pay, but no one else is out here. This is another day that this place is closed, and I'm getting the course all to myself. Makes it real easy for filming. I don't have to worry about people behind me, people in front of me. I don't have to worry about slowing people down or having other people in the shots. Just makes it really easy, and I really appreciate them trusting me, allowing me to come out here and do this. And so let's go play. This is going to be so much fun. It's going to kick my butt, but it's going to be fun. Hole 1, 357 feet up the hill. You've got the red tee or the red basket in the middle. This one is set off to the right, kind of tucked in. So a lot of players are going to play a forehand up here. I'm going to go with the backhand turnover. See if I can pump something up there. Let's go. Oh, low. Extremely low. Try another. 2 off the first, right? Another one really low. Okay, well, looks like I'm just going to throw this one low. It's okay. Well, I obviously didn't make the correction after the first one, since my second one is actually shorter than my first one. We're going to go with zone, put it up there, see what we can do. Another really low. Whew, I'm not giving myself much of a chance on these. All right, I'll take that. Par. Good way to start things off. Hole 2, 730 feet. Again, it's the same initial gap as what we played last time. Once we get out into the field, you've got to go down, and it's up on the right-hand side, tucked into the woods, 730 feet. So let's give it a go. I'm going to go with a brand new trail I picked up yesterday. I bought both a Neutron and a Vision. We're going to go with the Neutron because I don't want anything flipping too hard. Okay. Didn't get a lot of height on it, but did get it out of the gap a lot better than I did last time. So, hey, we're doing better. Okay, I believe I'm going to want something that goes down and turns over a little bit. You've got the big, tall pine tree on the right-hand side. I think that the entrance up to the basket is just past that. So, going to try and hang something out there. A little bit of a hyzer flip to turn and hope that I carry it far enough. And definitely turned it way early. That's okay. All right, taking a look at where I landed. There is a route up here, but it's kind of cut off. You can go over the red basket. That still isn't a great line. So I think the best line is a forehand, kind of up there, not super high, but high enough that it gets a hookup and fades in on a little bit of hyzer, pretty high, a little bit driven. So let's give it a shot. Heard it clip something up there. Not sure what it hit. We'll go up and see where it landed. All right, my disc is over here. I've got this little pine tree right in my way. Try and go right up over it. That was a shot I needed. Oh well. And we'll tap this one in for a bogey. Hole 3, 531. You want something that's going to go fairly straight with a little bit of hookup at the end. Not too much, or else you'll pinch yourself off like I did last time. So I'm going to go with the FD and just see if I can get this one a little bit straighter. But try not to end up in those bushes out there. Yeah. Pulled it a little bit right, hit some branches, put it a little high, floated it out there, ended up hitting across the valley into those bushes, but it came down. Should be a decent lie. It's going to be straight up the hill, most likely. All right, so the FD definitely is in a better spot than when I was up against the tree over there yesterday. I'm going to try and go with the reactor. Just kind of get it up there, and I'm going to go a little bit to the right. Actually, I'm going to swap this out. Okay, I'm going to go with the FD1 just because it is uphill. Going to take the FD1 a little bit to the right with some hyzer and try and drive it up there a little bit. I'm not even going to say it. I am in a very, very similar spot to where I was last time. And again, I'm going to go with the watt. Hopefully this time I don't throw it up there. That was better. Put it a little high, clipped a tree branch, but it's actually pretty close. It is another insanely hot day out here. Very, very sticky. Hole 4, 668 feet. So same tee shot as last time. I want to drive the same tee shot that I had last time, keeping it somewhat low, drive it around the corner, let it get out there. Don't fade too much or too early, and see if we can replicate that. It is hot, hot. Absolutely lucky as hell on that one. Early release, slipped out, and not good. All right, so like I said, I got really lucky. I'm gonna try and go forehand down there, keep it somewhat straight. I got lucky because I hit these trees that pushed it in, hit this tree over here, and it fell right here with a great, actually a pretty great line. The lie isn't great as far as it being a downhill slope, but yeah, I can deal with that. Okay. Hit that tree, but that's okay. Having never played this layout, this hole is probably the one that I'm most uncertain about, like where I should actually go. Some people have gone down along the road from where I'm at now. That would be kind of tough. I mean, there's a window, but if I don't bring it back in soon enough, it's going to clip a tree and end up on the road. I can try and go up through, but I don't even know how far up that basket is. So I don't know if that's the right play either. But I think that's the route I'm going to go and just kind of see. Oh my God, Mark. I think I just got forced to the low line. Kicked a tree because I'm throwing like crap. And yeah, I think it's actually inbounds though. Okay, so it definitely is inbounds down here. I'm gonna move it off of the barbed wire, and I can actually see the basket, so that's a plus. Okay, so I'm just gonna go stand still with the Envy, see what I can do about getting it somewhat close. Why am I throwing like shit today? So I got a pretty favorable bounce off of the wall to put me right here, but this is for bogey, I believe. Yeah, this is for bogey. We'll get double bogey. All right, double bogey. Now this is where I really need to work on my mental game. So something like this, a few bad throws in a row, really starts to mess with my head, and I don't have the years and years of experience to lean back on to say, look, you know what you're doing. Time has proven I don't know what I'm doing, and I end up screwing things up. But today we're gonna slow things down, take a breath, get a drink, go play the next hole, start over. We'll be okay. All right, hole 5 is a par 3, 408, over this valley, up on top, and then deep in the back. I'm gonna go with the trail and just kind of try and get it over there. Kept it to the right. It went dead straight, but you know, it's up there, so at least there's that. Okay, I did get over, so that's a plus. Then we go with a forehand, try and get it right through there. Ooh, got knocked down a little bit, but should be okay. Just missed. And looks like another bogey. Really thought I was gonna get a par on that one. Had I not clipped that little branch there, it would have been perfect. My upshot would have been right there. Hey, I'm playing the MPO layout. I'm gonna get bogeys. Hole 6, 790 feet, down around the corner, way down that way. Went with the PD yesterday. It worked out really well. Or last time I was out here, went with the PD. Gonna go with it again. Try and get the same shot. Ooh, that's inside. It's inside, but it was pushing a little bit, so it might be okay. Could also be bad. Okay, so this one was honestly not too bad. Put me over here. I'm gonna go with the FD1. Kind of put it out just inside of those trees over there. See what we can do. Once again, not committing to my shots and coming up short on the throws, so I don't know. I gotta adjust something. I gotta change something because I'm not doing something right. So if I was going for the red basket again, this would have been a great shot because the red basket is right there. But we're going for the blue up there, and actually this isn't as bad as it looked. It must have hit here. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of a crappy lie though because these things hurt. They're sharp. Get through. All right. That's not going to be fun. Stuck it a little too high. Okay, so I'm right up here. I'm not exactly sure what the best way to go about it is. Seems about right. Ooh, where I was, a 5. That's all right. Add another one to the total. Hole 7, par 3, 350 feet. We go with the FD1. I haven't thrown it well today, but it's going to change right here. This is where I'm going to throw it really well. So let's do that. Same thing I did last time. Threw it into the ground. Got a decent skip out of it, but again, not what I was looking for. All right, I'm a little bit further up than last time. Going for the MPO basket out there, the blue one. Whew, right over the top of it. That was actually pretty close. All right, I've had quite a few bogeys in a row. Time for a par. All right, stop the bleeding for now. Time to go clean some up. Maybe a birdie here or there would be nice. I know, we're on the MPO course. That's highly unlikely. The beautiful hole 8. Across the valley, you've got the backstop over there. You've got to go with something with a turnover or forehand if you've got that big of a forehand. This one is 487 across, up the hill, and tucked into the right-hand side. So let's go with it. Not enough turn. Okay. Okay, so from the camera, you guys can see the basket, but from where I am, I got lucky that it's inbounds. There's a out of bounds line right there. Lucky I'm not in the woods. I actually can throw a shot from here, but not exactly sure what I've got. So we're just gonna go throw. Oh, little roll. That's okay. Got it around the corner a little bit. Would have liked it to have stayed up there. Gone a little higher would have been good, but hey. Oh, just missed. It's hot out. Hot. Mosquitoes are all over. I've sprayed myself with bug spray twice, and they still seem to keep finding me. Hole 9, 460, across the valley, up on top. Just on top is where the actual basket is. That is the blue basket that we're going for. With being 460, I don't see myself getting up there. Realistically, I'm trying to just give myself a good placement shot so I can get up there. Everything is so sticky right now. All right. Bled it off a little bit too much to the left. Didn't flip up near as much as I thought it was going to or I wanted it to. So I'm definitely in not a great spot. I could hear it hit these nasty palms. So I think we're going to be going in. I'm going to walk up in here and see if we can find it. It is somewhere right in this general area. Shot from here at all. I'm going to cut myself doing that. What if I stand over the top of them? That might work. All right. I think this will work. Okay, I will take that. Did a pretty good job of getting it up here. Whew. Thought that one was coming out. And the heat and humidity out here today are killing me. I'm just drenched. I'm feeling kind of drained right now. I just had to stop, get something to eat, take a big drink. All right, hole 10 is 341, par 3, down through there. Like I said, you've got the dip, the red basket's in the bottom. Blue basket's past that up on top. I'm like super sticky today, so I'm afraid I'm gonna grip lock this thing, which would be not good. 6 over for the front 9. Not good, which means we need to pick it up, do something on this back 9. Give me a little bit better score. Come on. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, kick that tree down there. Oh, I don't know if I was standing in your way or not, but you get way down there, right in the middle, there's a big tree. I was just hugging it, clipped it, and went hard to the right, which is where I did not want to go. Okay, so I got most of the way down, hit this tree here, and then went down there, and I'm right down. You see all the bushes right there by that tree. I'm right at the base of it. So not as horrible a kick as it could have been, but still not up at the basket. All right, I'm guessing I don't have a ton of options from this one, but I think I can stretch out, get a forehand up there. All right. Got me up on top. That's all I wanted. Got me in a actually a really good spot. Hole 11, 523. It is a par 4. Straight ahead is the short basket. Then it's up the hill to the long basket. Again, I'm going to try and go straight through there, see what we can do, and then, yeah, go from there. Got knocked down pretty good. I was a little high. Not the greatest. Got knocked down pretty early. Got to make it way around that corner. I'm going to try and go with FD3, kind of low, see if I can get a good skip. Oh, not when you hit a log that's on the ground, though. Not going to skip then. I'm just honestly not even sure where to go from here. I think I'm going to try. There's a little bit of a gap right there. See if I can hit it with this FD. I just don't know. It's kind of dumb. All right, this one's for par, but I'm over the hill. I can't even see the top of the basket. I walked up, put the put the camera up there so you guys could at least see where I'm throwing to. That looked like it went pretty much where I needed it to. All right, for a bogey. Ugh. Hole 12, 563, down. It is over to the right again. Not quite as far as the basket we played last time, the FPO one, the red one. That's tucked in a little bit further. This one is a little bit further around, but not much. I think for this one, I'm going to go with this new trail, the Fission Trail. Probably a little bit of hyzer, flip up, and see if it'll drift. So that one ended up, I put it a little bit high. It turned quite a bit. It turned so that it was out of my sight. Looked like it was actually going to be really good, but then it came back in, crossed over, and is in between the logs that you can see out in the fairway and the log on the entryway in. So should actually be a fairly decent line over to the MPO basket. Oh, that was a great bid from out here. I like it. All right, hole 12. Easy par. All right, hole 13, 426, down around the corner. This one is a par 3 on this course. I want to do the same thing I did last time. hyzer flip to turn down the gap, try and get a little bit more height under it than I did last round, and try and carry it a little bit closer to the MPO basket. Pushed it a little bit too far. It started turning, but clipped a tree. Let's try. Well, not what I was going for, but the outcome is not bad. So, like I said, not as bad as it could have been. Would have liked it closer. Oh, son of a bitch, mosquitoes. Okay. We gotta move. There's way too many mosquitoes. Okay, not taking the bag off. Gotta get out of here. There's like a million mosquitoes right here. Damn it, they're all over me. All right, mosquitoes are absolutely horrible over here, so I want to get out of here. That looks great. Hole 14, 764 feet, par 4, up through there. We hit the gap. Let's go. All right, trail got me to a decent spot right here. Again, way too many mosquitoes. Sit. All right, inbounds. We're good. Let's go. Okay, there's literally like a swarm of 1,000 mosquitoes trying to carry me away. Go with the zone forehand. Should be good. Right up there. Hole 15, 934 par 5, way up on the hill down there, past the red basket. I got bit about 12 times on the last 2 holes. Stopped here, got something to drink, take a little bit of a breather since I ran those 2 holes, and sprayed myself again. And there's a bunch of them just sitting over there by my bag, waiting for me to come back, hoping that I've sweated it off so they can start sucking my blood again. It's hot. It's too hot to be dealing with those guys. All right, I'm not sure. Kind of want to go with the trail. I kind of want to do that DD3 again. DD3, a little bit more hyzer this time, maybe a little bit more out in the open. See what we can do. I think I'm going to try the DD3. Oh, it's going to have way too much fade now. I've left that really high. Carried pretty good, but got a lot of fade. I got myself into a pretty crappy spot with that tee shot. Right in here. Whew. And there ain't much. I can tell you, there ain't much. Yep, that's probably bad. Once again, I put myself in a very similar spot to where I was last time, where I need to go Anheuser, get something up there. We'll see. Get around. It was making the corner, but it got some help. Fair amount to go on this one. Jeez. I have to lean it out. All right. About as good as I could do from there. right, for the par. Whew. Yikes, I am dying out here. If you come out and play, especially on a hot summer day, bring lots to drink. Hole 16, 695. 695? Yeah, 695 par 4. This is that one I used the reactor, flexed it down and out. Try and do the same thing again today. Okay, so my reactor actually came up here, parked this basket, but it put us up higher, and there's actually a line down through. So I'm gonna take the FD and see if I can just kind of carve a pretty straight line down through here. That might be really nice. Okay, so it didn't get all the way through. Must have kicked over here a little bit. Leaving me with a bit of work to do here. All right, so I'm not sure that you guys caught the last shot. My battery died, but I was up there in the woods. It had pitched me off. Pitched it out, got over here, and now I'm gonna use tactic to try and get around the corner up here. Actually, I'm gonna move where you guys are. That was short. Well, oh, this close. Hole 17, par 4, 528. So this one last time I went up and around, which I don't think was the way that any of the pros went. It looks like straight through. There's a gap right there. You got the palm tree on the right-hand side, and then the wall on the left-hand side. But as soon as you go over that hill, there's like a marshy area. It's marked as water on the T sign and out of bounds. But you got to carry pretty far to get over it. And then there's a really narrow landing zone. And then past that, it drops off again and it's in the woods. So this one's a really kind of a dangerous one. I'm not even sure how I want to play it. I may want to just take a putter and lay up there so I can see where I'm throwing, because without a spotter, if you get over this hill, it's really hard to tell where your shot's going to go. So I think that's what I'm going to play, is just the layup shot with a putter and go from there. Like, I think that might have been actually too long. We have to go find out. Now, I don't believe that I'm technically OB where I'm at down here, because I think down there is where the OB starts. But it's not a great spot. But that's the landing area out there. Very small area. Yeah, I can see the ropes down there, so it looks like I'm good. I've just now got to get over that area and out to a spot where I can then play from. Should be good. Uh-oh. Oh, that's about as close as you can get. Let's see. Oh, it's over the line. You see that? It is over the line. So that is inbounds. And we got to get to the basket down there. I'm going to take my meter inbounds. Mark it right there. I'm going to go with the hex. Try and get her up there. Flex out, come on. All right. I am happy with that shot. Okay, this is for par on 17. Should be easy enough. All right. Given everything that went on in that hole, that's a great score. Hole 18, 680 foot par 4. For the men, it's a par 4. And last time I went with something that turned over. You could go with something with a forehand. If you've got something that you could flex and then get it to come back, I think a forehand that way is good. I just don't know that I trust myself to have the distance to get out there. So I'm gonna go with something that I know will go mostly straight. It might turn over a little bit, so I may put it on a little bit of hyzer, have it stand up, go straight, and then have minimal fade at the end. So the FD is what I'm really looking at right here. I really don't want to turn something over and lose it, and that's what I did last time, so that's what we're aiming not to do. Gonna use the FD, see what we can do about getting it just out there. Come back. Huh, looks like it's just inbounds. It skirted right down the edge and it was sitting right inbounds. Not a great shot, but better than the last one. I saw that one where that one landed. So I don't feel like I'm playing really to my ability today, but that's kind of what I do. I have good days, I have bad days. I have days where I feel like I could do nothing wrong when throwing a disc, and then there are those days where nothing goes right when I'm throwing a disc. Today was kind of an in-between day. I threw some good ones, threw some bad ones. Just felt inconsistent, like I wasn't committing to my shots today. I wasn't really, I wasn't giving it what I normally do. And, you know, it's frustrating when you know you can do so much better, and that's not what you give. This is crazy. I did not think that this carried this far. It looked to me like it barely went over the hill, and I'm like almost dead even with the pin up there, like middle of the pond. I've got to go back to get up towards the spot where we want to throw from. All right, let me go with my reactor, put it out there with a little bit of fade. So it comes back, my hand is soaked, got mosquitoes all over me again. So much fun. All right, right up on top. Should be a good spot to go from. Okay, so this spot is way more pinched off than I thought it was. A lot harder of a shot up there. Got to go with something that I can get high enough that's going to fade. It's got enough to get around. So don't know if that was enough. All right, I'm literally as lucky as a person can get. I'm within 6 inches. I'm going to pull it out a meter. See if we can get it. Oh, that was horrible. All right, 4 bogey. It was a long, hot round with way too many mosquitoes. Mosquitoes were absolutely atrocious. So I finished up 9 over. Not great. Not what I anticipated doing here. Let's see what that round rating is. It's still over a 900 rated round. It's a 926 rated round, which still is right in that area where I usually am playing. I think I could have done better. I think I could have done a lot better. I think I left a lot on the table today. Played pretty poorly at times. Yeah, but I got out here. I had fun. I got to enjoy this course and play this MPO layout. And I got to tell you, it is so much longer. It's almost twice as long. I think the other one's like 5,700 and this one's like 10,100 something. So long layout. Whew. I will be back out. I'll be back out and I'm going to try and get close to even. Yeah, it'll be a while. All right, guys. Thanks for checking it out. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. Appreciate it.